It's the Wilk Report. I'm Michael Wilk, coming to you from Cleveland, Ohio, with the rumor mills flying that Chris Chibnall has been sacked or fired from Doctor Who, not necessarily for the reasons you might think. Now, I'm going to put a qualifier here that I do not put any stock in these rumors, okay? I am only reporting on rumors that are making the rounds. There's been no official announcement. I don't believe them until I see an official announcement because, I mean, there's just been no other substantiation, and I'll explain why in a moment. But those are the rumors, okay? So, Ketwalski, if you're watching this, I don't know why you would be, because, we're not fans of each other, obviously. Well, I'm a fan of Ketwalski. It's just, I think he does go overboard and tend to lie about people he doesn't like. And, stubborn Pollock, but he's generally truthful when it comes to, other stuff, so, but, he likes to accuse people of, pushing up substantiated rumors as fact, and that's actually not what I'm doing, because I don't actually believe this myself, and, just don't assume that what I'm reporting is actually true until you get official confirmation. But yes, the rumors are flying that Chris Chibnall has been fired from Doctor Who, that they're looking for a new temporary showrunner to carry them through the rest of Series 12. There's contradictory rumors flying that Jodie Whittaker is either leaving with Chibnall or staying. Again, nothing is been officially announced, so take this all with a grain of salt. But one source I do trust, because he is generally accurate and tends to rely on substantiated news sources, is Dr. Freedom, aka Brian, who is a fellow Buckeye, by the way. So, hey. But yeah, so he's been reporting on this. Now, I first got wind of this last night when I was checking out my Skype, and people were in the Omega Files chat, which Dr. Freedom runs. Someone posted that Chibnall had been fired, but the reasons given are that the licensees for merchandise are pissed because Chibnall promised that there would be a series every year for the next 5 years. He didn't deliver because he's taken a year off in 2019, which means they're losing money. BBC also allegedly is pissed that the show has not abided by certain guidelines that they put down. And I don't know exactly what those guidelines are, again, because this is all unsubstantiated rumor, so... and I've not been able to really keep up with this, so I don't know what guidelines you're talking about. You can listen to Dr. Freedom and his the replay of his live chat on YouTube, and I'll have a link and stuff below. But we only saw one Dalek in the New Year's special from this year. And that was pretty much it. Other Doctor Who favorites, such as the Cybermen, the Zygons, and other classic era, you can't license something if it doesn't, if it doesn't come up on the air and make money off it. You can't make money off of it. So, the reason is for that. It's got nothing to do with Jodie Whittaker being cast or the show taking a more PC turn, okay? If that's the reason you're thinking Chibnall's been sacked, no, that's not the case. It's got everything to do with losing money on merchandising, with Chibnall waiting too long to start filming, which affected the budget and the air date, because, so supposedly Chibnall is being fired because he's an incompetent showrunner, not because of the decision to turn the Doctor into a woman or have a diverse cast of companions. No, none of that is the reason for being fired. But again, I don't put stock in these rumors until they actually get confirmed. On Reddit, on the Gallifrey channel, Uh, and this is posted by What the Fuck BBC. And he says right here, posting it not because I endorse the story, but because someone was inevitably going to post about it, and that post should be something that goes back to the original sources so people can judge for themselves rather than getting it ninth hand. And of course, with Dr. Freedom, he does claim to have inside sources at the BBC who are most of whom apparently are confirming the rumors, but again, nothing official has been announced, so I can't really take this on anything except a large grain of salt. So, but again, even on Reddit, this is being posted not because it's being endorsed, but because they figure might as well post it instead of getting it like second or third or ninth hand or whatever. But yeah, supposedly it's chaos behind the scenes. A lot of it has to do with now Peter McTeague is not taking over the show. He wouldn't touch it with a 10-meter cattle prod if this actually turns out to be true. Yeah, but supposedly there were a number of factors, including poor responses to Series 12 test screenings, and but yeah, so yeah, because and supposedly there were no scripts to shoot bullshit. Okay, there's the scripts for the block last month were not finalized apparently, so. Not that he literally had 0 completed scripts, which is obviously false. So, I mean, you can read in the link. And, of course, like I said, this is all going in the description. So, you can read more here. But, here's another reason why I don't think that there's really much truth in this, if any at all. Last night on Wikipedia, because I went ahead and checked, they had a segment on Chibnall's time as Doctor Who, and then there was a line saying that he had been fired on the 7th of August 2019, and that was actually removed rather quickly because it's unsubstantiated. There's no official announcement. That the only things that seem to be talking about this are people on YouTube, but I can't find any articles other than what I've presented here, so I don't actually believe this. I think it's possible that some of the right-wing SJWs who are pissed about the show going in a supposedly woke direction jumped on it and edited this in, because they've been hot to get rid of Chibnall and Whitaker, since it was announced. And honestly, they can grow up and go fuck themselves if they want to keep pushing, false stuff like this. But and of course, Council of Geeks has given what I think are actually very good and very accurate reasons for why Series 11 was so mediocre. It's basically because Chibnall doesn't really seem to be trying with the writing. He doesn't have any science fiction writers with any real credentials writing for the show. And it's supposed to be a science fiction show. Or science fantasy, but there's supposed to be sciencey stuff in there, and he's not putting it in. And honestly, I have to concur with that. But, as far as the wokeness, no, forget that. It's garbage. But yeah, so yeah, I don't really put any stock in these rumors until I see any actual confirmation. Like I said, you can talk to Dr. Freedom if you want. He's on Skype. I think you can find him on the Omega Files group chat. Although I think you might need an invitation to that group chat. But you can find Dr. Freedom on Skype and also on Zoom chat. So, because I think that's the live stream software that he uses. But yeah, anyway, these are the rumors that are flying. Like I said, I don't really believe them. I've seen no actual official confirmation that this is actually a thing. But, again, this is not for the reasons you might think, okay? It appears to be, a multitude of things, basically being that he's been generally incompetent as a showrunner, that he's, broken contracts with the merchandiser, insofar as, promising that there would be a series every year and then taking a year off because he couldn't be bothered to get things started until late, which pushed back the production to 2020. Test screenings not going well for Series 12 and, necessitating reshoots, which would delay it even further. But, again, I can't put any stock in it because, you don't, I mean, even BBC, and BBC, from what I understand, they've got plenty of issues of their own when it comes to management. But I don't think even BBC is stupid enough to go ahead and fire a showrunner, at this point when a series is still in the midst of filming, because that would just push things back even further. And, they don't want to lose any more money than they already have. So, I could see them, waiting until everything is shot and edited and ready to go before announcing it. But honestly, no, I don't think even they're dumb enough to fire him midway through recording Series 12. So, I mean, if you want to believe these rumors, have at it. But I don't think that it would be a good idea to put any stock in them until you actually see some kind of official confirmation from BBC, for example, if they make an announcement. That's when I would, or some other credible news source. I mean, don't believe the Mirror or any other tabloid source. Someone with credibility. But yeah, that's it. So what do you think? Do you think there's any truth to these rumors? Do you think it's just another clickbait rumor mill going around? I want to hear from you. If you like what you've heard and you want to hear more, hit the subscribe button and the bell icon to receive notifications whenever we upload new content. And if you want to help support the channel, keep the lights on, bring you new content, head over to our Patreon or Subscribe Star page. We can't do this without you. Until next time, this is Michael Wilk for The Wilk Report saying take care, good night, I'm out.